And we are back for the reunion part 1 of 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you guys saw the Atlanta review, you would notice that my backdrop was the Potomac girl. So I decided, hey, I might as well just do it for this one because I'm literally looking at myself. Didn't even think to change it. So whatever, screw it. I told y'all I'm hungover. Leave me alone. So I am not going to go into explicit detail. If you want that type of review, go over to Color Me Pink's channel. She tends to literally break it all the way down, play by plays of what they said. I ain't doing all that over here. So let's see. Going around the room. Turtleneck says that things are going good with her and Collection Plate. Right, sure it is. Ashley is 6 months pregnant, so she has baby checkmate right in there, and yeah, kudos to her. Um, then we see all the girls minus Wendy since she's new, and just kind of show, I guess you could say their evolution in terms of personalities, how they've changed from their first season up until now, even to the wig choices. A lot of that was comical. So Giselle's fashions are brought up. Giselle doesn't mind the comments because they came from Karen, which is like, no, not all of them did, because I highly doubt Karen contacted me or a lot of the vloggers on YouTube. Actually, I don't talk about her fashions because, again, I'm not one to talk about anybody's fashions because I dress very basic. So that I try not to do. But for the other bloggers, yeah, no. I think we're all in agreement that, yeah, your tastes are horrible. Karen says that her taste is her trademark and that it's been very therapeutic during quarantine. Hilarious. Robin, or as I like to call Doobie Wig, is asked about her friend style. She doesn't like that she was being asked, and she kind of answered in a roundabout way. But Karen is happy because everybody has been wanting to say something about her fashion, but for whatever reason didn't say anything. So she's happy that it's actually happened. They are asked who is the best dressed. Monique said Karen, and Candace said herself and Karen. Andy says that he is surprised, he's shocked that Monique didn't say herself, which I actually kind of was too, because Monique be on it, y'all. She be on it, and with the limited time she's had on this season, she has made sure that every time we saw her post that fight, and even before the fight, but post that fight, that she was on point. It's here for it. But she said, well, I'm not vain, Andy, like some people. And that was directed at Candace. So Candace said, well, in public. And okay, all right, Candace, you got your. See, this is one of those where, though that comment was directed at you, you could have just paid it dust, but you chose to say something. So when she comes at you later, because I'm pretty sure she gonna ragtag that ass. I cannot wait. Let's see. Karen is asked about her tweets when it came to the green-eyed gremlins, and she said it was nothing but light shade. Then Doobie Wig is upset because she's like, no, it was more than that because I probably should not be looking at somebody leaving a comment. I'm sorry, that was a comment. I probably should just, my bad. But Doobie Wig whole thing is other people have been, saying stuff to her more or less. Have been very disparaging, pretty much wanting her to kill herself and all this other stuff. But it's funny because, and the thing is, I think for Doobie Wig and even Giselle, more or less Doobie, they were upset because Karen put the responsibility of the fight on their shoulders and blamed them for it. So Turnabout is now they're trying to blame all the hatred that they're getting from the fandom on Karen. No, that's no. You're getting this because we all saw it. But whatever. Okay. Wendy is still teaching. Her degrees are brought up, and Wendy doesn't like the fact that Ashley referred to her as aggressive. I think a lot of us did. I forget within the episode, but I think somebody else had referred to her at that particular scene because Ashley's whole thing is you use your degrees as a weapon. And even when you came at me very aggressively. Well, Wendy does not like that. She is starting to use a buzzword, which is somewhat understandable. But Ashley did. I don't know if it. No, it does come. So I'll just leave that alone. So Turtleneck says that Karen was trying to get Wendy put off the show. Now, from what Doobie and Turtleneck said, if all she said is that she's not a good fit for this group, if that's all that she said, and she said it to y'all, unless y'all are EPs and y'all have the ability to affect casting, which you don't, how is that her trying to get her off the show? Because for what is worth, she was correct. Up until this reunion, we really haven't gotten a whole lot out of Wendy. So for what it's worth, she really didn't quite mesh well. We didn't get a whole lot from her. But again, they're going to come for Karen. So it is what it is. So we have Candace. They talk about her growth. And Andy asked, how does her song compare to Ashley? She said it doesn't. Her voice is trash. They're going back and forth. Ashley says that she doesn't like her using the word trash when it relates to her and her husband, her family, this, that, and the third. Now, one thing that I will say is I'm not here for policing of somebody's vocabulary. I'm really not here for that because we can do that for everybody on the damn cast. So I'm not really here for that. That's not cool. She tells her, so Candace tells Ashley in a roundabout way, because I didn't write it down verbatim, don't worry about, your itching husband. They talk about Candace's Twitter fingers. And rather than Candace, taking some responsibility for what it is that she does, she chooses not to. Now, I don't know if y'all have or haven't been hearing me. I'm the type of person where I truly don't see a lot of the what's wrong in Candace's doing. Again, I'm the type of person where I'm going to say and do what I have to get you the fuck up off me. Point blank and the period. And even with her coming at Ashley the day that she was giving birth, well, guess what? She didn't know she was giving birth. But again, war don't stop just because you having a baby. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at her for that. My thing is just stand in it, where it's just like, I said what I said, I did what I did. A lot of people don't like the fact that she, for the most part, wished death on the vlogger. I don't know the gentleman. So, I mean, and God rest, and he has thus passed on, so God rest his soul. I'm not even mad about that. Again, when you going at it, for me, nothing's off limits. I'm coming for you. So I'm not mad at her for that. But one thing that I continue to say is you have to be ready for what comes after, because there's cause and effect. So yeah, you can have all this math, you can have these Twitter fingers, but you have to be ready for what comes on the back end. And she's even lost opportunities because of her antics and whatnot. But shout out to her because she had a movie that aired on BET last night. I could not watch it because my dang on cable box was acting up. So didn't get a chance to watch it. So try to support. Didn't happen. So colorism is brought up, and Wendy, sits up because she wants to hear what is said, and more or less when it, I forget exactly how it was brought up, but I guess more or less with how they converse with each other. I think the colorism more or less comes into place when it's this whole ganging up on people and trying to force apologies and all this other stuff. But there is a level of colorism that does exist. 444 brings up Ashley using buzzwords and is trying to say that you can use a different word other than aggressive, but she can't come up with a synonym, not a form of one. Cannot even come up with one. But she's like, well, a different word. So then Monique was like, okay, well, how about hood rat? And Candace was like, well, you said that you're hood. So yeah, she said that she's hood, but she never said that she was a hood rat. See, there's a clear difference. But I guess we're going to do semantics, though. Again, I keep trying to tell you, I do like both Candace and Monique. It's just sometime between the two of them, it is exhausting. But Candace is in grad school. Congrats to her for that. She was trying to hold off until Chris got out there, but she did mention that they have a house. She went so far as to make it known that all that Dorothy contributed was a house plant. But here's my thing, that right there lets you know that just like Monique feels that she has to prove herself to these girls, Candace does. She feels the same exact way. Again, I don't have a problem with her living in a house that her mother, owns, because the reality is this: the day that her mother goes on to glory, guess what? That house is still within the family, so it doesn't really matter who owns it. It's the fact that you allow that to be used as a dagger because you feel insecure about it. So I hope that for her, that she isn't living above her means, trying to prove a point with this house. I really hope not. So then turtleneck and collection plate comes up. So Karen, well, at first, Turtleneck's decor is brought up. Karen and Turtleneck have a back and forth. She says her house is very Ronald McDonald in terms of how everything is. So then Karen asks, no, I'm sorry, a viewer had a question about Every Hue Beauty because they tried to go to the website and wasn't able to find it. Now, what Turtleneck said is the manufacturer has shut down. And Karen is looking like, can you just be forthcoming and just let us know, like, because I heard it was liquidated. Like, what is it? So you got, again, Karen is not letting up on Turtleneck, and I am so here for it. Here for it. Then Karen brings up how their relationship is false and how allegedly he had another child while they were in this relationship. So is it real or is it not? Let us know what's good. And Giselle pretty much zooms past the question. So then Monique comes with the tea. Now she has her binder. And everybody is so mad that she has this binder. I'm not mad. Yeah, like I've said, and I actually do mean this. So if any of my family is watching this video, know that this is a fact. I have a bullet with everybody's name on it that I'm related to. And if one of these motherfuckers, actually, I'm sorry, not a bullet, a clip. So if any one of these motherfuckers jump out of line with me, yeah, I'm going to pop that clip in and I'm going to literally let out the whole entire fucking thing. Now, and that's if you want the smoke, damn it, I'm going to give it to you. So I'm not mad at her for having a binder. Plus, in her having this binder with these receipts, it's kind of hard to refute it because rather than just being hearsay, here is some evidence. And she's literally going through, and Giselle is just like, man, that isn't true. This is false. Monique reads out, because the question is, well, how do you know that is actually Jamal? So she reads the damn phone number. And they ask Giselle, is that his phone number? And a lot of the time she's like, yeah. Because it's like you can't refute it. So now you have Candace, she's trying to shoot it down. And this is one of those where, well, first off, this is not your battle to fight, but you want to sit here and jump in. And mind you, Monique did not have to chime in. Monique chimed in because you came from my family. So since you want to play, I'm going to play. Because she even said, I normally don't play dirty like this, but because you decided you want to play dirty, I'm going to play dirty too. I think Candace jumped in because I think Candace knows, like, there's probably something in that binder with my name on it, and they're trying to discredit it, and I guess try to persuade Andy to have her stop with the binder. Y'all know Andy messy. Y'all know Andy live for this shit, and so the fuck do I. And I believe she said Pastor Holy Whore with some other insults going, and of course it went off. I can't wait. I can't wait for, the next episode. Granted, the first part of you obviously started out slow with the pleasantries and shit. Look, Monique ain't coming to play with y'all asses, and I am here the fuck for it. Let's continue the conversation in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. I will see you guys for the next video. Peace.